Welcome back, everybody. It is Rob Orr. I'm your host here in Digital Marketing Mastery. And today we are doing office hours with my friend Mukul Gupta. And I'm very excited because Mukul has been working on affiliate marketing. And I know that this is something that is near and dear to many people's hearts. So I'm really excited about that. We're going to jump into that in just a second. But in case, in the rare instance, somehow that don't know who I am, I'm just a dude that's showing up in your stream on Facebook. My name is Rob Orr. I'm a web designer and developer who is obsessed with digital marketing. And in this group, we are talking about all things digital marketing. We talk about all kinds of different stuff. And you hear me talk a lot about the 7 pillars of digital marketing in this group a lot. Those are the foundational principles. And one of those principles is to have an irresistible offer. And just to give you kind of a little bit of a side note, I just finished reading a book by Dana Derricks that I think if you don't have it, you definitely need to get it. But one of the things that he talks about in this book is that when you don't have your value ladder all the way filled out yourself, you can fill it out with other people's offers. And a lot of times that means that you can use affiliate partnership kind of way to build your business. So I thought that, I've seen what Mukul is doing. He's been doing great stuff online. I know he's been having success. And if you're anything like me, you want to learn from people that are doing things right. So that's why I asked him to come in. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring him into our discussion here. Mukul, welcome, man. How you doing?
Hey, doing awesome, dude. Thanks for having me here. I'm really
Yeah,
excited.
yeah,
It's been
man.
a
Awesome.
while.
So yeah, and for those that don't know Mukul and I actually I think we met in Alan's group, and we met each other at Funnel Hacking Live this year in Nashville, which was awesome. It's always great to be able to put a face to the name, and people that you meet online. It's always great to be able to make those connections in real life. So tell me how you doing, man. What's going on?
Man, it's 6:30 in the morning here, so I'm just trying to wake up. But
Yeah,
yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's the best month for me in terms of business. I'm starting to see momentum, which a lot of people quit before they see that, so which is pretty good. Like I'm in the probably the best part of like my career at the moment, so it's a good time to talk, I guess.
yeah, no doubt. And I know for me, one of the things I did a video a couple months ago for my YouTube channel where I talked about affiliate marketing being one of the things that people can do, because a lot of people are struggling right now because of coronavirus. And there's a lot of crazy stuff that's going on. People have lost their jobs. People are looking for new ways to make income. So, but this is like right in your wheelhouse. You've been doing really me a little bit on, man. How did you get started with the affiliate marketing? What made you decide to go down this route?
Yeah, certainly, man. So just a bit of background who I am, I guess. I've got a 9 to 5 job, just like most people who probably start into this. So I'm a digital consultant. I work 9 to 5 to work with corporates, Fortune 500 companies to launch their websites and apps. Right, so that's the thing. So I have passion for digital. So I've been doing a lot of side hustles like e-commerce and um, building our own apps on the app store and things like that, like focusing on the product really, and then
Nice.
not much on marketing, right? um, so what happens is you build an awesome product, you spend maybe weeks and months building it, finding the right product. Even the jewelry, like I have an e-commerce store, I went down to like Thailand and got the jewelry made, designed it, and so much time on the product development. But when it comes
Yeah.
to selling it, it's like put it on the website and like and no one comes. Like try to do SEO a bit of here and there, and then suddenly it
Right.
works, and suddenly it stops working. And then it took me 10 years to realize I need to focus on sales and marketing, right?
Right.
So and that's when I started to get into all Russell Brunson, ClickFunnels. When you put marketing on Google, Russell will haunt you, right? So
Right.
you know, you're kind of in his target market. So you start all these funnel hacking live videos and all these other things start coming up. Like, what is this? That sounds so interesting. Russell really makes marketing interesting, and that's how I got into it. Got into ClickFunnels, but quickly I realized like I don't want to focus on product anymore. I want to focus on sales and marketing, and that's a huge, huge thing to learn. You can't think
Right.
it's a it's a 20% thing that you're gonna do. It's almost as an entrepreneur, you got to do 80% of that initially, at least until you get the skill. So affiliate marketing seemed to be the right choice then because you're not focusing on the product. Product is delivered by someone else, and you're focusing on how to get audience, how to build your audience, how to convert your audience, how do you would close them if depending on if they're high product, right? You got to help close that as well. So you're learning those skills, which eventually, when you're ready to have your own product, you know how to do all that.
Yeah, no, that's a really great point. So affiliate marketing is a really great way if you're even thinking about doing your own product. It's a really great place to kind of start, right? Because you get to practice all of the things that you would need to be doing to learn for marketing. That's great. That's kind of mind blowing there because I had never even thought about using affiliate marketing in that way, but that makes total sense.
Yeah, I mean, you can see that like people who have their own products and they also do affiliate marketing. Like let's just take Peng Joon or anyone like that, right?
Yeah.
He either I mean they started off as affiliate marketing, or even if they didn't, when they do affiliate marketing, when they promote Russell's book, or they kill it, right? So you
Right.
know they're an awesome marketer. So if you are a course creator or whatever, and just go and try to promote a proven product, a product that's already selling well, product that has an audience, and if you can nail it, then you know you've got really good marketing and sales skills. And if you can't, then you
Yeah.
know you lack something. That's a good validation that if you can't promote a proven product, then there's something to learn still.
Yeah, man, that's so cool. I never thought about that, but you're right, and that kind of goes with what I was saying before about Dana Derrick's book. Is that you fill in your value ladder in other different places with other people's offers. But yeah, I mean, you think about like when Traffic Secrets came out, the everybody was promoting that book. I mean, there was nobody nowhere that I can think of that wasn't promoting that book, and but yeah, I mean, and the big people that were doing really well with that were like the Jim Edwards and the Steve Larsons of the world and that kind of thing. And but yeah, I mean, and it really they've really nailed down their marketing skills. So that's awesome. So you're learning affiliate marketing, but you also said that you're working on high ticket affiliate marketing. So tell me a little bit about that.
Um, so yeah, it's been a bit of journey for me, and to realize why high ticket affiliate marketing is the right choice for me. And it's not for everyone, just to be out there. So last year when I started affiliate marketing, I was kind of doing low ticket, right? Low ticket being $100, $50. Like you get those kind of commissions. So basically, one funnel away. That's what I started promoting.
Right.
It was good validation. It was a good way to learn. But I realized quickly, like I had to spend hours and hours daily to make $100 sale. And doing it as a side hustle and spending 5 hours to make a or 6 hours to make $100 sale, it's just not justified. Like for me as a consultant, I make $1,000 a
Yeah.
day, right? Like why am I
Yeah.
spending another 4 5 hours to learn to make $100? Like it doesn't make sense. Of course, I need to be able to do ads or one to many selling. Um, but I quickly realized like this is not going to work. And but while I was doing affiliate marketing, I was kind of providing coaching and support, and I enjoyed that. That's why I joined the coaching program, right, with you, and that's where I wanted to have my own coaching program. But again, the things I learned there was you have to be all in when you're building a coaching business. Like for me, it was kind of a side business. I didn't leave my job, and
Right.
and from that, what I learned is anyone who in the program, as you can notice, people who killed it had 100% focus on coaching, right? 100% focus. And
Yeah.
the situation was very different to, everyone's situation is different. Like I'm a dad, got two kids, right? COVID happened and everyone's at home, and how many hours am I going to spend on this, business? They were
Right.
spending 40 to 50 to 60 hours, and I couldn't even spend 20 hours. So I realized like coaching business means you have to deliver the coaching part of it as well. So not only doing marketing and sales, but you've got to deliver coaching. You've got to have your own coaching courses, your program, you're running them. So it was getting too much to try to do it in 20 hours, and I had to step back and look, what am I doing wrong here? Um, Either I have to spend a lot more time in this, or I've got to compare back and go, maybe this is not the right time. um, and that's when I realized that coaching requires certain skills. It requires for you to be really good at creating content, quality content on a daily basis, because if people don't know you, you don't exist. Coaching requires
Right.
you to be really good at copywriting, like, to make offers, to change people's belief, all that stuff, right? So, in your copy, and good coaches, even though they outsource copywriting, they know copywriting skills. Like they can do it, especially if you are bootstrapping and
Yeah.
you want to cut costs. You go pare back and you do your own copy, right? Uh, you got to be good at closing, right? uh, like you have to take a course initially. Like you can outsource that stuff, but if whatever happens, business, like you have to get on the call, because it's not just about closing. You get to know your customers on those calls, like what their pain points. So you got to do that. That's such a huge benefit of just getting on sales calls. So, but if you don't know that skill, you're gonna struggle with getting 20 people on a call and you making one sale. It's not good, right? So you've got to
Yeah.
sharpen those skills. So while we were doing all that in coaching program, you also have to do, like, actually deliver the program, like get people results,
Right.
um, and so that's when I realized, like, what's the similar thing that I can do in my 20 hours that I can spend maximum in a week. And again, I went back to affiliate marketing, and I'm like, there is this high ticket affiliate marketing, which kind of you have to do the same thing. It wasn't just about, okay, you can make a lot of money, but I have to do content creation. I have to do sales and closing for high ticket. I have to do copywriting. I have to do lead gen, quality lead gen. Lead gen where you find good quality clients who are ready to pay that kind of price, because that's what same thing in coaching. Like you have to differentiate between people who can, who can't, right? And high ticket seemed to be the perfect stepping stone to sharpen your skills if you're going to launch any high ticket business. Either it be coaching,
Right.
either it be agency, even consulting. Like if you're thinking, because if you even look at any affiliate marketers out there who are successful, now they are not just doing affiliate marketing, they have their own course, either course on affiliate marketing
Right.
or course on something else. Like you look at Alex Elliott, she started as a affiliate marketer. She's now able to do anything. Right now, she's she's
That's
got
true.
Facebook groups and emailing. Doug Bowden, they have their own program. Like they started as affiliate marketers, but they started with high ticket affiliate marketing for products, and they have the skills now to be able to do anything. And that's what I want to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And so when you're talking about like high ticket affiliate programs, everything you said, I'm totally with you. You got to learn the copywriting. You got to learn all of the skills that you're going to need to know. Right. So when you're thinking about, because I think a lot of times, at least I know this is the way I was when I first started even just thinking about affiliate marketing, was that I'm just going to put some links on my blog, or I'm going to share some links on social media or something like that, and I'm going to get this revenue source. Now, it was a long time ago, obviously very ignorant point of view for my perspective, but when you're talking about what are the kinds of things, like when you're putting together an offer, it's not your own offer, right? So what are you doing from an offer perspective to be able to add value and make your offer, an affiliate offer, even, quote unquote, more irresistible?
Yeah, good question. I just Uh, I mean, offer creation itself is is huge kind of fish. Like that's one of the high income skill that you need to master as well, right? Regardless which business you are in. So affiliate
Yeah.
marketing allows you to do that. You're not just taking anyone's product. You gotta stack it up with your own bonuses, and that's you practicing offer creation.
Yeah.
For me, right from the beginning, you have to realize like there is offers that you can provide that's high touch, like your support, and that's how I started with, because generally most people don't have anything to add, and they don't know how to create their own lead magnets, they don't know how to create their resources file. So the best thing you can do is provide your support, and depending on which product you're promoting, like for if you're promoting a software and you've got software skills like I've got, that could be an easy bonus. I'll give you a couple of strategy calls. I'll give you access to me to reach out for a few months, and you can reach out in Messenger, and I'll be there to support. Like that's the best offer bonus that you can give to anyone, and you don't need to. But I've seen a lot of people doing stacks and stacks of bonuses, like 12 bonuses. For me, I hardly
Right.
had more than a couple. And
Yeah.
of course, I included more high touch. The reason I included high touch was my personal selfish reason, because I want to do coaching. So by providing my high touch service, I got to be on calls with people. I really got to understand their pain points. I really like, okay, what are they struggling with? And so, yeah, and that helped me to really understand my audience so well that now people like Mukul, how do you do lead gen so well? Like, how do you come up with these resources so well? Because I know what they're struggling with. Like, I've been sitting with them. I have had hours of time with these people, and I know they struggle with some of these. How to write good emails. I can come up with Excel file that can do easy email templates. Or when I see
Yeah.
someone doing something like how to create headlines, I know that people are struggling with headlines, and they're, Mukul, can you just teach me how to do headline? I'm like, okay, great. Just give me an idea on how to do it done for you, like headliner, but not just like what's available everywhere. But I can be very specific, saying headlines for your Facebook post, because I know that's what most people are struggling when they do content creation.
Yep.
So it's just so with the offer creation, just coming back. Um, Best thing when you're starting out is to provide as much time so you can learn about your audience, because you will not know. Like having customer empathy is the key with creating offer creation. And the only way you can have empathy is spending quality time with your customer, either it be one-on-one call or a study group call or group coaching, whatever that is. It's quality time with your audience. We give you amazing ideas that no one else is doing, so you can be creative and experiment with that and stand out even in a completely red ocean.
That's there we go. Yeah, no, that's
Mic
awesome. So
drop.
there was like so much good stuff there. So I'm totally with you. Like I see the offers out there right now as well. So it's like you get like this ridiculous, people are putting offers out there where they're saying, I'm going to give you $50,000 worth of bonuses if you buy my $100 affiliate thing. And I'm like, that just doesn't even add up for me, because in my brain, it has to, in order for you to say that you're going to give me $50,000 worth of stuff, there you have to have sold it for that dollar figure. So that's just me. That's my thing. But you're so right. So like when you do the high touch stuff, is like the big deal, right? And I know with One Funnel Away, that was a really big deal. That to get involved with One Funnel Away, one of the ways that people were being really successful with that was providing that high touch, like hey, I'm going to do a pop-up group and we're all going to go through this together kind of thing, right? That to me is the most valuable, because I know when I signed up, I actually did the very first One Funnel Away challenge, so there wasn't anybody that was doing much with it then, but I came back again a couple months later and did it and got involved in that myself. And I think and Alan is on with us, so that's awesome. And I bought it through him, and then in his group, people were talking about it, and there was lots of people helping each other in the group to go through the one funnel away challenge, and it's such a huge deal. So when you're thinking about doing affiliate potions, the some of the best things that you can do as far as a resource or a bonus is concerned is to give somebody else that same ability to, to get that high touch and that high engagement. Because I know the very first time that I went through it, I felt like I was all completely alone. It was overwhelming to me. Not to mention the fact that we had Hurricane Michael come through and destroyed all kinds of stuff around in my neighborhood and knocked trees down and stuff. But yeah, it was a big deal to be able to get involved that next time around with other people who are doing it. So that makes total sense. So this is something when you're doing high ticket stuff, you're thinking about doing the same kind of thing.
Yeah, give you an example. So the product I'm promoting right now, they came up with a low ticket product to promote, and there are a lot of people out there trying to stack bonuses, and some people are not even doing bonuses, right? And that's okay. If they have an audience that they trust, they will make the sale. But for me, again, I took that same approach of what I call a minimum viable offer. Like, what's the minimum I can do that can create the most impact, and I can stand out in this red ocean, right? Because affiliate, it is red ocean, especially on Facebook. So,
Yeah.
I came up with this concept of study group. A study group is something that's not I've not seen done anywhere. I saw it in another niche that someone was doing it. I'm like, that's pretty cool concept. Let me experiment that in here. So it's a $50 course that's like 4 days course. I'm like, what if I created a 4 day study group? So where I keep people accountable, because mostly the biggest problem people have when they buy courses like 50, especially $50, is they'll buy it and they never do it. So they needed accountability, high accountability to finish. I know if they finish the course, firstly they'll get most out of it, and secondly they're more likely to upgrade to the next part in this high ticket offer. So I came up with this study group concept, and I totally killed it in the group, and I've made daily sales. Like, still, like yesterday, I got another sale. It's daily sales since I actually launched with that offer, because people, they know that that's like, I've got nothing else to offer. I'll say, if you want, do you want to study group for high ticket affiliate marketing? And they're like, yes, great. I've got this amazing course. And if you want to join, I'll provide a study group for you where we go through it, not just with me, but with a group of students. As you can remember, like when we did high ticket coaching together, you guys did a study group for, the OGA, right? One group away. And how, like, so much, you guys actually finished it, right? You actually got so much value out of it. And not just by doing it your own, but
Yeah.
by bouncing ideas off each other. And that's what I wanted to do. And we did the first session last week. It was amazing. And during the session, I came up with lead magnets, like, which I put it out, and they have been just blowing up. So again, don't think like you making offers to get sales, but make offers so that you can get more sales down the road. Like, you have to be more strategic about this when you're starting out. And you can't compete with a lot of people who already have a lot of credibility, a lot of offer bonuses. You got to go in different angle when you're starting out, and this is the best angle, I feel.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I love that. And I love that study group concept, which is kind of a twist on the private group concept, right? Or the pop-up group, But yeah, man, that's awesome. So I see in the chat that Jason has a question. Can you see those questions?
Yeah, I can.
Says, do you have a source for emails for people once they sign up for my affiliate program? And I'm assuming that he's talking about trying to, and Jason, if you can clarify, maybe that are you capturing emails as they are coming into the affiliate program that you're selling them into?
Yeah, I guess I know Jason. I met him, and I know he's been working and launching his own course. And I think it might be related to him having his own affiliate program for his course.
I gotcha. Okay.
So he's for my affiliate program. So his source for emails for people once they sign up. That's not very clear, but I feel if you're looking for affiliates out there, affiliate army for his product, because that's one of the common questions I get asked for coaches, and they're like, I've got an awesome product, but I need an affiliate army. And
Right.
frankly, people like there are two parts, right? When you can go JV Zoo and all that, where you can just put your products out there, and affiliate will just they'll sort it out, and if it fits for them, they will promote it.
Right.
But mostly generally it's for already proven products. So you basically have to share, what's your conversion like, what's your sale like, what's average of how much sale you're making on average, all that stats. When you share it, people will think, okay, I'm going to promote this product because it seems like it's selling hotcakes right now.
Yeah.
But mostly, I think the coaches that have approached me, they just launched the product. They don't have any proven sale yet. So I've seen the only thing I've seen, and from my experience, I've seen people like Alan and Alex and Doug and all these people. They work with affiliates in the past, so they already have a network of affiliates that trust them, that they have built reputation around. So
Yeah.
it's not just one; it's multiples of them. And and then when they launch, regardless it's a low ticket like Aldine or a high ticket like Alex or Doug, they're gonna have people to promote for them. That's natural, like because you trust this person and you're gonna promote it, and you're gonna buy it anyway. Like mostly, I think the way it works is you have to be able to sell this product to your affiliate army so they can use it authentically and promote it authentically, right?
Right.
And that's the second way. So for Jason, I guess it would be is you have a network of affiliates. Like I know you know me, but you have another 20, 30 people that that are good affiliates, and they know that what you're putting out there not only helps your audience but helps them as well. Like it helps me. That would make sense. And the best way to go about it would be something like how Alan did. Like you have a beta group of you start with a very low price, get all the affiliates in, get them to start using your product, and then you get them to promote it and blow up right that way.
Yeah, that's definitely one thing. Yeah, because with friend or foe, right? Released it, and I'm glad to see how well he's doing with that, and then all the promotions that are coming on top of that. Another thing too, I think, is the Dream 100, right? So when you're thinking about even as an affiliate, right, you still need to have a Dream 100 because you want to be able to get in front of somebody's audience, right? I mean, that's the part of the motivation, besides building the relationship and that kind of thing. But the Dream 100 is a crucial part of being able to build that affiliate army.
Yeah, perfect. You're 100% right on that. That's what Alex did. You have to have weekly interviews happening in your group with top players in the game who have your audience. Okay, it looks like we lost Rob. And he's still live. So I'll just continue with that Dream 100 concept. So I've seen again Alex and Doug and all these people have weekly sessions, weekly interviews with their Dream 100 audience, right? So that allows them to be in front of a larger audience pool. But while they do that, they're always promoting their products as an affiliate. So not only you have to learn the skill of being an affiliate yourself, but also be on their group to promote your product. So that's how it works. So I think most people say, I want to build an affiliate army, but you've got to be an affiliate yourself as well. So when you bring their products, and you can promote their product as in your group as an affiliate. So it not only helps you generate additional cash flow for your business through affiliate sales, but to kind of nail the Dream 100 concept. So I hope that answers your question. Jason, do you have any? Let me just go through these questions. Is the study group closed? No, actually, I had 10 students that I actually closed it for, but I'm kicking off another study group session, which is going to be another session in a week. So yeah, you can jump in, man, if you want to. But earlier the better, because we are still in the early. We're still in day 2, so you can catch up pretty quickly.
Okay, sorry, my internet has been terrible lately, so I completely lost everything there for a minute. So my apologies.
Yeah,
So
I think it's just
anyway,
lovely right now.
where were we?
Yeah, I was just speaking about 300 and how explain how it's a great concept to build your your list, but also it helps you make affiliate sales because 300 sometimes it's reciprocal, right? So you go in and either you have a summit or you interview them in your group, but when you're promoting the product, there's a way that you can promote it and make affiliate sales from that. So like how Alex did it when she promoted even Alan's software. She put out there, she was on top of the chart, right? So as a course creator adjacent, like you can learn to be an affiliate as well. Like you can interview your Dream 100 and promote their stuff and make affiliate sales. So that's amazing side income. That's amazing for your cash flow, right? So especially if it's high ticket.
Yeah, yeah, especially those programs that have residual, where they pay you every month, like
Yeah.
ClickFunnels, but that's not necessarily a high ticket. So, but that does bring me to a good question then. So, I know we talked about it a little bit before, but when you say high ticket, so are we talking about like a $5,000 program or a $2,000 program? What is high ticket?
For me, high ticket is anything $1,000 and above.
Okay.
So most software that I promoted so far is $1,000, $2,000, 2,500. Like ClickFunnels has this annual package. Like a lot of people, even with ClickFunnels, I've seen the affiliates that totally kill it. Is they don't just promote ClickFunnels, they promote the high ticket offer that ClickFunnels has, which is the annual plan or the 6 months plan, right?
Right.
So they're making big commissions straight away, right? And that's what a good affiliate marketer would do. They like, why am I wasting my time promoting OFA where all these everyone's doing that? I'm just going to go promote $1,000 per app, but I'm going to stack with an amazing bonus that it's irresistible, and I'm making $500 commission minimum, $500 to $1,000 commission every time.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. That is awesome. So, what have been your results? So, I know that you've been dialed in on this for a while. You don't have to get like specific into like dollar amounts if you don't want to, but I know you've been successful with this. So, can you share a little bit about what's been working for you and how it's been going?
Yeah, so my niche is software and courses. So I promote, for software like ClickFunnels, GroupFunnels, DrawFunnels, because yeah, personally, having a software background, I love software. So every time there's a new software, I want to give it a try. Um, and even if in the end, if it turns out suck, that's fine. Like that's what happens with these things. Like I want to be the you have the early adopters. Like I want to be one of those as an affiliate. That's what you want to do. You want to go in quickly, and you want to see if this will help your audience. Does this stack up to And once if it helps your audience, which kind of audience would it attract? And so you got to be there first to do that, right? So I'm one of those early adopters naturally. So that's what I do. I just go and try all these different software. I invest in these. I learn about them, and I go out and promote software mainly, and then courses because courses, most of my audience, either they're coaches, they're consultants, an agency, and they're trying to do organic marketing because I'm in the organic marketing game. So any courses that are helping them with the organic game, like learning how to do Facebook organic marketing, learning how to build your Facebook group, like Alex had, learning how to how to even start affiliate marketing. That's a course in itself, right? Because people were like, Mukul, how are you doing? How are you making all these commissions that's out there? And like, okay, that's another course that I'm doing. So if you want to learn how to do it, I don't want to teach you. You can just learn from here, and I can support you doing that. So
Yeah.
so you can then build you can stack it up, and that way depending on who is coming for what kind of problem they have, and you
Yeah.
being like a doctor, you can diagnose that and go, okay, I feel this software is not going to be right for you at this time. This is the right way to go, or this software, this course is what you need to do right now before you do any of the other courses. And luckily, being the person who's already done it, be able to provide that.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. And that makes sense because you sit there then and you don't have to create the product. You are helping people find the solutions that they need to have, and you're pointing them in the right direction. And that's really cool. Um, so what else? I mean, where do you see this evolving for you over the next year or two? What is in the future for this for you?
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, for me, it is a stepping stone. And I think that anyone who's starting affiliate marketing, you've got to know what are you like. Affiliate marketing is not going to be the end for most people. Like most, yes, some
Right.
people I've seen just doing affiliate marketing, uh, but even then, they end up coming up. They'll reach to a six figure, but to get to a seven figure, it's going to be really hard unless it's like a really big high ticket product like KBB and you're promoting that and there's a big launch period and you might do it during that time. But to really hit seven figure, and that's what most people want to do, right?
Right.
You have to come up with your own program, course, or your own coaching or your agency, whatever you want to do. So for me, it's coaching. I'm really passionate about that to be with students, get them results. And I've done that this year, but I just didn't have the right time. But so I'm just sharpening my skills with high ticket affiliate marketing. Study
Yeah, no,
groups is
that's
a great
awesome.
way where I'm doing that. I'm kind of doing the coaching aspect a little bit, but also I'm doing all the upfront, like, coming out with lead gen, sales calls, copywriting, content creation, doing all that. And I forgot to answer your previous question, which is what's the results I'm getting. So it takes time when you start with anything, right? So one thing you have to realize that, and for me, for example, I've been having some sales here and there with high ticket, like, $500 commission, $1,000 commission. I'm making like initially started with $1,000 to $3,000 months, but last 2 months I've been very focused with content creation, and that's something I previously have not done. I've just been very slack at it. So I did a challenge where I did post every day. I forced myself to post every day for 25 days. I didn't see much result. Well, I was still getting sales from the other effort I was doing, but not from content creation. But after
Right.
25 days, when it started to stack up, I've had sale every day, and I've hit my maximum, like more than $4,000 month this month. And there's
Nice.
still time. There's still like a few days left. I'm sure I'm gonna exceed that. So, but and that's the thing, right? That's the key here is in affiliate marketing or anything, you have to build momentum. The best way to build momentum is to create content because that helps you build audience, it builds awareness, and also helps you sharpen your skills. So since then, by creating content, I've been able to come up with creative offers that no one else is doing. I've been able to improve my copywriting. So every time I post, it gets more people, looking at it, and reaching out to me. So that's what I would suggest anyone starting out as well.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, I saw, and I've been seeing your content, right? So tell me more about that. What was going on there? It was awesome. So this is like a big part of what you're doing. Tell me more about your content creation.
Um, yeah, like so as part of the affiliate program, high ticket affiliate coaching program that I'm in, one of the biggest things that they focus is foundations. And the foundations include content creation. If they tell you initially to even do two posts a day because you just got to be in the habit. It's people talk about how do I come up with creative things or how do I stand out in front of audience. Like creativity will not come to you if you're not doing quantity.
Yeah.
I wouldn't believe it. People think people just going to go and sit in go have a retreat and then think and they're going to come up with creativity. Like, I don't, like you might, but I think initially, the beginning stages, it has to be with quantity. Like, you have to be able to do lives every day or whatever. You just take anything that touches about that helps you create content. It could be video creation for YouTube. It could be blogging. It could be just one Facebook post. Just take one thing and just do it consistently for a long period of time. And when you do that, like there were days when I didn't feel like writing. I said, look, I've just got 15 minutes today. What I'm going to do, and I'm like, okay. So I had to to break some of those things that I was following. I'm like, okay, I sit down and write this. Like, what's a quick thing I can do? And I go and look at people's posts, and I'm like, give me some idea. And then suddenly I come up with this amazing idea. I'm sitting there and I write a post, and it just took me 15 minutes. Like, forces you to take action. And once you take action, it's when the creativity comes.
Yeah.
And from those actions, helped me come up with this concept of study group. From those actions that came up with the idea of putting a lead magnet that no one else was doing. People were just putting the same lead magnet, like copycat, but I call them copycat affiliate marketers. They just like, okay, just take some what your program teaches and just put it out there. Like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a copycat affiliate marketer. You have to, because for me, it's not just this. I want to go down to be my own program, my own coaching, and that's you got to think of what's your second, third step, right? Why are you doing it?
Yeah.
And that will bring down to what you're going to do today. And content creation is an awesome way. Just choose a channel and create content daily. I highly recommend that.
Nice. So and how many days did you do it in a row?
30 days. I'm still going. One thing I did, it's a secret, is when you're doing content creation, for me, the way it worked is if I just do it by myself, there's be some days I'll be slack. Right? So what I did, I created a separate group and said, who wants accountability for 30-day content creation? And people raised their hands here, like, I want to do it. I'm like, okay, like, come in. And I create a separate messenger group. I'm like, I'm going to keep you accountable. But what I was really doing is I was keeping myself accountable. Because once you are leading a group of people, what happens is like, you don't want to, like, the best leaders are people who lead by example. Right? If I want to tell my kids something, I have to do it myself. So I'm like, you have to do it 30 days. If you don't do it for 3 days, I'm going to kick you out. Now, I can't kick myself out, so I have to do it.
Right.
So that forced me into creating content by having people around me to keep me accountable. But like in essence, I was trying to keep them accountable, and that worked like magic. So I've not only kept them accountable 30 days. I said, okay, great guys, you did 30 days. I'm doing it again for another 30 days. And some people dropped out. They're like, I can't handle it. I'm like, no, you can. Let's just go.
Yeah.
And yeah, kick people out of the group because they didn't post for 3 days. And that kept other people in. And I helped them with reviewing their posts. Again, that helps me sharpen my skill of getting better. I'm looking at the heading. I'm like, guys, you gotta fix this heading. Gotta add this. So always think 2-3 steps ahead with whatever you're doing. And that's basically I call this strategy. Like when people think one step, they're thinking tactics. When they think 2-3 steps, they're thinking strategy. So my strategy here is I want to keep myself accountable. I want to be sharpen my skills, and doing all these things helps me do that.
Dude, that's awesome. And that's a great idea. You want to be accountable, so you create your own group to have your, a bunch of accountability. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. Well, Mukul, I really appreciate you coming on here today. Is there anything that we're missing? Anything that you can share that that haven't asked you about that our group needs to know about here?
I think most affiliate marketers make this mistake of starting easy, right? They say, okay, I want to do affiliate marketing, and I made this mistake. Do solo ads, right? Buy a viral funnel and then and just run Facebook ads to it. And they make money. I've seen people making it today, and I've seen people make a lot of money yesterday. But don't be in the game for making money. Be in the game of learning the skill and make money at the same time. Like those two things has to go hand in hand. And so organic marketing is the best way to go about it. So you can choose any platform, YouTube, Facebook, whatever you want to choose, but go organic route. And with the organic route, allows you to be more direct touch with your audience. And as I mentioned earlier, customer empathy is so key when you're starting out. So you're not only learning skill, but you're learning your audience very well. You're learning, getting in front of people. You're learning with sales. As we learned, it was so important the psychology behind how people think, right? And how can you tip them off so they can actually make that sale? Like what are the objections they have? how do you even address objection before they even come up? Like all that
Yep.
psychology of sales. And so once you kind of tap into that, you not only can be good at phone sales, messenger sales, but you can be good at your offer sales. Like when you put offers, you put some of that into your offer in your copywriting, and that's how you shift people's belief, and they reach out to you, and that's what you want, right? At the end of the day, any marketer, any course creator, whatever, they want people coming to them and saying, "I want to buy your product." You want to be like Apple Store, where people just line up
Yeah.
outside the store.
Lining up.
So,
Yeah, absolutely.
and that only
No,
comes
that's
with brand
awesome.
building.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And then you get to become that brand that we were talking about at the very beginning. So
Yeah.
yeah, dude, that's outstanding. But cool, this has been awesome. There's so much in here, so many nuggets that I'm gonna have to go back and take some extra notes because this was awesome. So if somebody wants to follow up with you, to get in touch with you, where do they find you?
My one traffic source is Facebook organic. So just Mukul Gupta, reach out to me on Messenger. If you're interested in the study group, hit me up, and I can see if it's the right fit for you and what you want to do. And it's the best way to get started with anything is to have accountability, to have support, and instead of just buying into a course and you're going to give up, like just look at yourself in the past. What course have you done, and how much you finished? Um, don't do that again. Just try to get people who are like-minded, who's going to push you, and just just surround yourself with the right people. And that's the
Dude,
key.
that's awesome. Awesome. But cool. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for being on, and best of luck to you, man. I hope that just want to continue to see you crushing it and doing awesome things. So thank you for coming in and talking to the Digital Marketing Mastery Group, man. I really appreciate it.
Thanks to you too, man, Rob. I've seen you consistently putting a lot of content out there in podcasts. I've listened to some of your podcasts, and you're doing a great job. And I would love for you to come to my group and talk
I
about some
would
of
be honored,
the
my
stuff.
friend.
And I'm curious about what you're about to launch, and I'm watching out for it. I know you're going to come up with something.
Yes. It's coming, man. It's coming. That's what I'm spending like every free moment working on this right now. And it really is, like I said last night in the live, I was like, it's the case where, the cobbler's children don't have any shoes, because I'm working on client stuff all the time. So, but this has got my attention, and we're working very hard on it. So we're looking at sometime in November, but yes, I'm excited about it. I appreciate you bringing that up.
Make sure you have an affiliate program, so I can.
I will. I most certainly will. I will. And you're going to be one of the top people on that list. All right, man. Well, listen, I really appreciate it. I am going to wrap this up. So, folks, thank you for tuning in. If you haven't, robor.d, I'll put the link in the notes below. This interview will be there either tomorrow or on Monday. So you can go back and catch and recap, because I don't know about you, but I've got to go back through this to make sure that I caught all the nuggets that Mukul gave us today, because there's a lot. So that's why I like to put those out there, so that you can go back through them, and then it'll be on my podcast and on my blog at some point here in the short future. So thank you, everybody that tuned in, Jason and Alan, and everybody else that was here with us live. If you didn't catch us live, I hope you'll catch it on the replay. And until next time, you guys take care. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you later. Bye.